this the real thing? Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen her with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patched with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Bar, buddy, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serving. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Down, keep going, on some was poppin' Kermit. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon.
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
Now here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Kicks it out, Towns. The rebound by Duncan. About a minute into this first quarter. Now here's Thompson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And the shot goes.
Yeah, Thompson's got a very strong frame, so he's just shrugging off the D.
Outside Garland. Stolen by Ivy. Here's Williamson. Oh,
everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You can just feel that coming. Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years, a big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Pass to Mitchell. Towns on a screen. Here's Allen. Oh, he tries a three. The rebound by Duncan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The open shot by Thompson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Garland for three. The shot no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Here's Williamson.
Kick out to Brown. Oh, it's it's stolen by Mitchell. High post Towns. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. Thompson with a screen. No good with a layup.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
It's tipped. Outside Mitchell.
On the very short list of franchise-level guards, Donovan Mitchell can take over a game with his scoring ability.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Thompson. Alvarado with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him over the
Are
top.
you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man. Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And again, no good by Detroit.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
On the wing, Mitchell. They set the pick. Clock at 6. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Thompson outside. 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Cleveland on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
Now here's Harris. Back to Reed. Fires the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Here's Young, following the score by Cleveland. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. He goes up. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
A special sequence from Mitchell. You have to be careful with the ball around him or he'll burn you.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Garland feeling it out a bit for 3. And Okongwu gets a 3. Okongwu's got 5 now.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots were dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
Now here's Harris. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Young. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Reed. They need this. Cavaliers with a rebound. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. The drive by Garland. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to review the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Towns on a screen. Pass to Allen. Back to Towns. Now here's Allen. Oh, trying his luck from deep.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Count it. Garland's got 6.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Towns outside. Pass to Allen. Not going to go that time. Pistons trail up by 8. Over to the wing. Ivy outside. Down low. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Williamson. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Garland. Thompson pulls it in. Ivy with the ball. Towns covering. Back to Brown. .41 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Ausar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Ausar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball. Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring, and he's going to draw some fouls.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Mitchell with the ball. Give him 8 points now. Mitchell gets a step. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's Cleveland closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pistons trail up by 7. And here is Thompson. Pass to Ivy. From the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Now Mitchell. Back to Strus. 4-3. The rebound by Duncan. And here's Detroit. Thompson with it. Pass to Duncan. Ivy with the ball. Covered by Strus. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
And we have seen Brown take more and more threes recently, becoming very confident in this shot.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Outside Garland. There's a screen. Tipped away. Thompson with a steal. Brown looking around. Pass to Ivy. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. Brown in the high post. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Left side Garland. Outside Mitchell. To the paint. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And how about Jared Allen? A little bit of flair from the big fella.
Here's Thompson. Harris outside. Back to Thompson. Pass to Duncan. His first shot attempt. Again, the Pistons score.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
Here's Brown on the drive. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Back to Ivy. For the tie. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Allen. Harris a screen. From the wing. He can't get that one to fall. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Mitchell. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. Over Ivy. And it's Cleveland with another.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Young. Here's the teardrop. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his teams always finish in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Strus. There's the three. Knocks down the triple. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Schroeder can't get it to go. Here's Okoro. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. They've got a 9-point lead. Pass to Towns. Here's the three. And Reed pulls it down.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Garland. The open shot by Allen. Detroit with a rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Outside Young. Fearless from Young inside.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And the shot is good by Garland.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Young with it. He's picked up by Garland. Outside Schroeder. There's the drive. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reed. Buries it from 3.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
And it's Garland on the drive. Now Mitchell, covered by Schroeder. Back to Garland. Towns on a screen. And he drives in. Garland, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Garland for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A brilliant dunk. And he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Marion. Ivy defends. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. Clock at 6. Ivy with the defensive effort. Pistons trail by 7. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Garland. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw, and they'll keep possession here.
Now, first and foremost, it's the athletic ability and that raw talent. It's there for Ausar Thompson. He's just got to keep developing and refining all the little micro skills.
And there's 1:38 left in the final quarter. Here's Thompson. Pass to Duncan. It's stolen by Okongwu. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Putting his athleticism to great use. When Mitchell takes the initiative, he's hard to stop.
Here he goes. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Cleveland leading by 6. A minute 9 left in the final quarter. Towns on a screen. Mitchell drives in. The rebound by Duncan.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Ivy outside. From behind the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. They've led by as many as 11. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Marion. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And again, no good by Detroit. And here comes Cleveland. 8-point game. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ivy. Jerome, no good. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
these could get at me, it's my mentions. Buy for it, get it tailored, I know her dimension. She's so in love with CC, it's all over her wish list. They took her to the back room, I let her get the big. Full with envy, don't put them in your business. I let you go for whatever you want and she ain't get. I'm 800 and on chrome jean, camo shorts and a long sleeve. I'll be gone for a month or two, I'm knocking off this money. I gotta keep some racks inside my reach, get lonely. You know me, bro taught us get our own. My on my armpit, I'm turning up like I don't got my own. Cut off on an island, both our phones on silent. Like what you heard about me, you gotta come and try this, baby. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little that worse than me. I ain't by my other purse in a minute. I ain't take a pretty to Turks in a minute. I ain't put no in a minute. I ain't been on earth in a minute. I always talk to God, but I ain't been to church in a minute.
Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analyst tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. You look at the Pistons. So the Pistons will get the first possession. Thompson with it. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Good.
Duncan just too good around the rim. That's a cakewalk for him.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Caruso. Screen by Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's able to get it back. Rebounded by the Pistons. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Duncan. From 18 feet away. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive. Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler, and when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
Ivy outside. 18 feet out. Count that bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Dort. Caruso outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
So that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Ivy goes in. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Duncan. Detroit leading by 3. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Here's Williams. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shots blocked.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
A nice shot by Ivy.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Will it go? And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
Here's Duncan. No good from outside. Thunder trail by 6. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's blocked. They retain possession. They grab their own miss.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Brown. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pass to Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top. They're up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Left side Young. Fires it from 18. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Picked by Williamson. Throws it up high. Wow! Zion! Mercy!
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
To the paint. O'Neal. And that one is hammered home.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. 15 seconds.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play.
On the floor.
Pass to Reed from outside the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Reed's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside O'Neal. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside. SGA.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Screen by O'Neal. Shoots over Young. O'Neal misses. The Pistons lead by 3. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
V.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Young on the drive. Reed with it. O'Neal covers. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Thunder trail by 3. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Here's Wallace. Middleton looking around. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. And Reed pulls it down. The Pistons lead by 3. Beasley for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
More and more as a reliable spot-up shooter. Beasley with the feet set knocks it in.
It's Middleton on the wing. Down low. Here's O'Neal. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And here's Schroeder outside. O'Neal pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fires for 3. Middleton, no good. Detroit leading by 4.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Picked by Reed. Fires the 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Reed's got 8 points here in the quarter. Here's O'Neal. And so that's the end of the first half. Detroit on top, leading by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
22.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Thunder trail by 7. And now Allie LaForce has an update on Ausar Thompson.
The head athletic trainer for the Pistons provided some information. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And to have an injury like this so early on in the season isn't easy, but they're confident that they'll be fine while they wait for him to come back. They certainly have a next man up mentality, guys.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Here's Thompson. Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Brown. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 12. Deflected! And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. About a minute played here in the second half. And that one's good. Middleton. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 2-point game. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Middleton outside. Holmgren got room. The Pistons clear it.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Left side, Williams. Middleton outside. Inside. It's tipped. Ivy outside. Three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. O'Neal. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Young. Tipped. Right side, Williams. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Young. Harris outside. Beasley outside. Pass to Reed. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Reed's got 11 points.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
There's Young with the three. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Stray is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's see what you got. Get yourself a big round of applause. Substitution on the
1:03 left in the third. Beasley, that's good. He's got 5.
Yeah, that's one of the things Beasley is known for. He's a catch-and-shoot guy.
Pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to O'Neal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside Schroeder. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the pick. 4-3. Fires in the triple. Schroeder's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pistons on top, up 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Detroit leading by 5. Now Brown. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Dort.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And there's the screen. Middleton outside. Over Ivy. Middleton, no good. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Brown with a screen. Here's Williamson. Ooh, Zion with a show of strength on the finish.
Yeah, Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
Screen by Holmgren. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Duncan. Kicks it out to Williamson. Look at Zion showcasing the range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
It's Middleton on the wing. Holmgren with it. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Thompson. Here's Williamson. Ivey outside. Picked by Williamson. There's the three. And Detroit another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Middleton. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. It's picked off. And now the Pistons in transition. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Williamson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Shoots over Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Williamson for three. Here's Duncan. Again, the Pistons score.
Well, if you don't box out the big fundamental, you're going to have a fundamental problem.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. It's deflected. They get it back. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Middleton. Defended by Brown. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Middleton. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
They get it back. Second chance shot. Out to Thompson. Picked by Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brown for three. He buries it from three.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Nice move. The shake. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load. SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
Brown can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. They trail by 9. And stolen by Williamson. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.